Well, Jason, nice way to celebrate Tom Burgess's 200th game. That's some achievement, all for one club.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I mean, 200 games is a significant milestone for a bloke at one club, let alone just 200 NRL games. He's been involved at the club for over a decade. He's been the mainstay of our pack when his brother Sam retired and Sutto and blokes like that have moved on, and he's taken up the mantle and he led from the front today. I thought he was very good for us.
How big are those milestone games for you when you're playing in them?
Yeah, pretty big. Obviously, someone like Tom who's achieved so much in our game, you always want to put your best foot forward, and you want to you want to win for them. So glad we were able to get the 2 points from today.
What did you make of that, Jason? I guess it's a good win. You've got Latrell coming back very soon. You sort of position yourself nicely to have a real crack here.
Yeah, I think so, but for us it's just about these next two games. You've got the Dragons in a really short turnaround next game. And I thought tonight we probably did what we needed to do, and I thought there was a period in the second half where we upped our intensity with the defence, and that led to Alex Johnson and Tane Milne's tries, and that, like I said to the players, that's a pretty good sign of the level we're at when we're able to go up a notch when we need to. But yeah, it's always tricky when you come in after a bye and a week off to get you to that energy level where you want it to be straight away. But credit to the Titans, I think they completed at 90% for the game. They came to play, their season's on the line, and thought they were desperate, and we had to work hard to get over them in the end.
Alex Johnson, his 150th try, back-to-back hat-tricks. I mean, he's really he's been in a rare vein of form for his whole career, but at the moment he's really hitting his straps.
Yeah, I think and a couple of those tries he had to finish them as well. They're not, sometimes in wingers everyone thinks they just put the ball down, but any half chance or quarter chance AJ turns into 4 points, and it's a real asset to our team. But I think the work he's doing at the back of the field is just as infectious as what he's doing when scoring tries. I thought his kick returns were outstanding. He had a lot of energy in the first half, and that's given us field position for him to do what he does up the other end.
Cameron, how did you pull up, mate, after, you obviously and Cookie after Origin, and I saw you go down, I think you had a burner there. How did it all go for you out there?
Yeah, I got through the game fine, and I think Cookie did as well. So I thought it was a pretty big effort from Cookie, playing 80 in an Origin, and it looked like he was doing it easy out there. He's a freak. So I think for myself and Cookie in particular, it's a pretty important game, especially coming off a loss on Wednesday. We were we weren't short of any motivation. We wanted to get out there and put our best foot forward for the Bunnies, and then obviously we want to be a part of milestone games as well, and pretty big game for Tom and Keon as well, 50th game. So we wanted to go out there and play well for our team and our teammates, and glad we were able to get the job done.
Keon and also Campbell Graham have had their names thrown forward, obviously, as possible Blues players. How do you think Keon obviously had a very good game today. How do you think they'd go?
I think they're both up to it. So, I always back my teammates, so probably a little bit biased. But, I think someone like Campbell Graham's made for Origin. He's as tough as they come, and he works hard, especially out of the backfield. So, he's definitely thrown his name into contention, and Keon as well. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Jace, how do you think you're positioned at the moment for your season? I mean, I suppose good teams, they're saying commentary, good teams can win when they're not playing at their best, and you've been able to chalk up some wins when you probably haven't been. How do you see it with what you've got ahead of you now, and with Mitchell coming in at the right time? Yeah,
like I said, I think the thing was to get our game going and not rely on Latrell coming back to get our season on track, and we've been able to do that. I think it's the first time this year that we've gone in the positive win column over losses, so that's pretty good from the boys. And we're under a lot of pressure early, and I feel like they've handled that really well. And I feel like we're growing into the team we want to be in 2022. We've spoken about that, and thought against the Tigers we really grew into it, and I thought tonight we saw some really good signs as well. So look, it's work in progress. There's still 11 rounds to go. There's some big games to be played in, but we just got to keep improving each week, and we'll be there at the back end.
Are you expecting Latrell to be able to play this next game?
Oh, unlikely. We'll get a look at him on Monday, see where he's at. He's had COVID. Then first and foremost, we've got to make sure he's healthy. I know everybody's moving on now and getting on with life, but it still knocks you around. We learnt that through the January period with some of our fittest players, and we'll make sure he's okay. And then he hasn't run for 2 weeks either, so I think there's a lot of expectation, a lot of pressure on Latrell, but from us, it'll be a medical decision. We'll make a decision based on how he presents and whether we think medically he's fit enough to handle playing, and if he's not, then we'll get him ready for round 16.